Welcome back, fellow trophy hunters. Today we're rolling the dice to see what job that we land on, and we landed on Flight Attendant Simulator. Oh boy. Oh boy, I wonder what's in store for us in this journey. So it's letting us know how we prepare for takeoff, how to prepare for the landing, how to get to fly, the guests what they might want, what they need, and of course we're going to have to go through the turbulence, fire, and electricity fails. This game does have a total of 23 trophies. And I know what you're wondering, yes, we can customize our stewardess, which does involve about half the trophies, but we'll get into that a little bit later. Now I know what you're thinking. I have to deal with people for this trophy? I have to deal with these animals? These people? And yes, unfortunately, we do have to deal with the people for this trophies. I constantly was checking the bathrooms because I was like, I wonder if I'm going to catch anybody in here. Spoiler alert. Every single playing out of the 6 hours I played this game, not a single person ever went to the bathroom. Now, we have to do our pre-flight check, so we need to make sure all the doors are closed, and we have to make sure that some people are seatbelted in because apparently they're too stupid to figure it out for themselves. If you are having any troubles, you can check this pad for the security check, and it'll let you know, hey, there's this many doors open, and this many people need help with their seatbelts. Then when we take off, the real fun begins. We have everybody and their grandma asking us for stuff or picking up trash. You gotta make sure we're getting the people the right things. If you give them the wrong things, then they're dissatisfied. And if they're dissatisfied, well, guess what? You're not getting as much money on your trip. And we need money so we can get new outfits for our stewardess, or eye color, or hair color, or we can have like a slant in our dress. There's so many opportunities to make money here. I'm trying.
Life's not always being a stewardess. Sometimes people just throw trash at you.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again.
Other times, you just gotta let them know what's up.
Really? You piece of shit? I gotta fucking smack that look off your face. Throw one more thing in my goddamn aisle, and we're gonna have problems. Got it?
The good news is that picking up 20 pieces of trash on one of our single flights does earn us a trophy. Now, there's also a trophy for helping 150 passengers, so getting them books, various snacks, various drinks. But in the meantime, while we're getting these 150 items, let me tell you some jokes. I'm not just a flight attendant, I'm a high flyer in the human department. My job as a flight attendant, it's all about taking things to new heights. Why did the flight attendant break up with the pilot? She wanted someone who could land a joke. Oh my god, dude. Now, we can't always just be telling jokes like, why was the flight attendant always calm? She knew how to keep her cool in the cabin. Sometimes emergency situations arise. Right now, we have a fire. We need to put out this fire ASAP for the safety of our passengers. We do unlock a trophy for doing one fire, and we also unlock another trophy for putting out a total of 10 fires. I'm a flight attendant, not a magician, but I can make your complaints disappear. We also have to deal with turbulence with packages going out. So all we have to do is throw them back up there, and the same thing. We get one for one trophy, another for 10. And then the final thing that can happen on our flight is the electrical problem. Which, for me, was the least occurring one. I actually had to replay some levels out of all the levels that the game gives you to actually get this one. I would say the one that I got the most frequently was probably the turbulence one. I got that trophy so early in it. And yeah, the electrical one, I don't know what happened. It just would not pop sometimes. But whenever I was doing the green one, it popped up the most during that one. So if you are like looking to try to like get it as quick as possible, I would just play some of the green levels over again. And like we talked about at the beginning of the game, there's going to be some doors that you have to sit there and make sure that they're not open and that they're closed. This one was a big grind. You have to do 50 doors, and after your 50 doors, you get a trophy for doing it. Not only that, but we have to make sure the passengers are seatbelted in. So we just go around making sure they're all wearing their seatbelts, and after we do that for another 50 times, we get another trophy. There's a total of 35 missions, as you see. Each time we complete one, we get a trophy, and for completing our first mission and all of the missions. Then the majority of the rest of the trophies, like we said earlier, are in the shop, where you have to pretty much buy everything in the shop. But this is pretty cool that you can customize your stewardess and all that. Clothes, hair, eye color. If you want to slant items are not in your dress. Now, let's talk about the game in general. We went over most of the trophies. I mean, I'm not going to go over every single one of them. There's 26 of them, but they're all pretty self-explanatory with the disasters, the shop, the missions, all that, and then just helping the customers 150 times get whatever they want. The one thing though that's kind of like disappointing is like all the character models pretty much look the same throughout the plane. The only difference between you going from one airline to another is just the color of it. Like the first one, I think it's like this gray color. The second one turns into this orange color. The third one's a green color, and this is the fourth one. It's like a blue color. I'd kind of like it, or I'd prefer, I guess, if like I don't know, say like the first line, you just see like a bunch of like redneck hillbillies, or like, like some dirty ass passengers and stuff like that. Like that'd be pretty cool. And then like the more like you go up, like you start, if you're on the last one, you're seeing people wearing monocles. They got like some top hats and stuff like that. But now that's just everybody just looks the same. You're getting the same thing, either medicine, books, cookies, chips, whatever. So it'd be cool to like I don't know, say at the beginning ones like okay, you get like you're handing out beer or something instead of like apple juice or orange juice or whatever. I just felt like they could have done a lot more to this game to make it more variety based. But then again, I think this game was like maybe $10, so I don't really you know see why they would put in that extra effort. But I was like, you know what, I want to play like a sim game, and I did a couple other sim games that if this one does decently well. I mean, these aren't going to be like long videos. These are just going to be like short-term videos. They might be like, 10 minutes long, if that. Let's say like 5 to 10 minutes, depending on what else I have to talk about or, things like that. But like overall, would I say this was fun? I had a decent time. Um, it's kind of like, I don't know what the word is. It's definitely repetitive. I had to make like my own jokes. Like I'd like walk around and be like, "Sir, do you just smack my ass? Do you just look at my ass? Oh my God, sir, you're a piece of shit throwing that trash at me." Like I just had to like make like my own. I guess in a way you're like role playing as a stewardess. So like if you take your role playing to a whole new level. But one thing that drives me crazy in this game, and I have to say it, is why is there no music? Like you have like that nice like little beat when you finish your mission or you're on like the main menu or you're at the shop and you're like, "Oh, that's nice." But like while you're actually doing your job, there's literally nothing going. And like I know that's like in most airports, they're not playing like a bumping soundtrack or something, but like honestly, like just for the game, like why couldn't they like at least do that or at least have that, the same rhythm? I'm sure it'd get annoying after a while hearing it, but I wouldn't mind because like just listening to nothing while you're going up and down is kind of like, ugh, what the heck? And oh, another trophy I didn't mention was the $5,000, but you're eventually going to get that anyway for saving for some of the items because like I think one of the items alone anyway is like $8,000, and you need to have $5,000 on you to get the trophy. I thought it would like just accumulate like when you were doing it, but no, because I spent like at least I did all the eye colors and the hair colors before I had the 5,000, and that should have all added up to at least $5,000. So that was kind of like, you know. But this is definitely like a 1 out of 10. Not a very difficult game. Um, but if you're looking for a quick platinum or you just want like something to do while you're like, I don't know, listening to a podcast or something, I could recommend this. But the overall life of the stewardess on this game is pretty null and boring. I just wish there's more variety, like on the different planes, like I said, or different airports that you work at, or whatever. Me scrolling, looking through trash to get more money to like min max the game, but it wasn't bad. I had fun. It's not like you know you're getting what you pay for. I guess this is like a $10 game, if that. But I definitely do want to do like some more of these like simi games, just to in between like the bigger titles to be more consistent with uploads and stuff. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this. I know this is kind of a shorter one, but we'll see how this one does, and if it does well, then I'll probably I already got another one lined up, so we'll see how those two do. And I have an Assassin's Creed video in the works, and then I don't know what else I was gonna do. I was gonna do Red Dead Redemption, but I started playing it, and I was like, I don't know if I can. It's gonna take me a really long time. Oh, if you do customize your stewardess, by the way, you do see the different outfit while you're there. I just didn't really like mess around with that till like the end of the game, where I was pretty much done with the game. But anyway, I'm gonna stop ranting. I'm gonna say I love you guys. And should I leave you with some more stewardess jokes before? Let's say a couple more. Let's see. Why don't flight attendants tell secrets? Because they're afraid they'll leak out. Why do flight attendants make terrible comedians? They always lose altitude when they tell jokes. I'm just I'm not just in charge of your safety. I'm in charge of lifting your spirits. And on that note, guys, we're gonna end the video here. Leave the video a like, a dislike, leave a comment. I appreciate you, and I will see you in the next one.